Alright, coming out in the garage. About to close it here in a little bit. Just enjoying that little sunset. But it's finally time. I got the puller. So it's gonna be finally taking the pulley off and then pulling the front timing cover. And if I feel like it, which I'll probably do once the garage is closed, let it warm up a little bit. I don't even know where the cam is. It's in this box right here. So I'll probably pull this off, get everything out of the way, and then toss the cam in. I think I have some assembly lube up there. Or if not, just use some oil. But that's pretty much the plan. To start pulling this puller off in the front cover, let the dog inside so he stops whining, and then I think my boy Rob is going to stop by for a little bit and drop something off, and then we'll go from there. But enjoy that sunset. Let me go let the dog in, and I'll come right back out. Alright, so just trying to start getting this bolt off. Impact wasn't doing it. It's not the highest rated impact, but it's not doing it, so shove the pry bar in here to keep it from spinning. Just have a breaker bar and a little bit more leverage, and it's starting to loosen up, so get a few more turns with this, and then I'll hit it with the impact, see if that works. So a little bit of leverage, it broke it loose. So impact should be able to get it now. I think this is rated at I think you can install 250 or something, some crazy torque, so it's on there. Give me a second. Get this bar out and get back to it. Oh. Once you get it broke loose, it comes out fairly easy. So next I'm gonna hook up the puller and just try to get this pulley off. Alright, so I was able to get the pulley off. This tool works pretty good. It's the same process, like I said, just get something inside the pulley itself so it won't spin. And you have these 3 hooks right here. You just get them on the back 3. Well, there's 3 indentions on the back of the pulley. That's where the hooks pretty much go into. You get one of these bars. I use the second to longest one. Just get one of those. You just stick it through pretty much that hole right there. Attach that the bolt and just run it down, and it'll slowly start pulling it out until it comes out all the way. So probably took a few minutes. It's my first time doing one, but it's pretty straightforward. So next thing to do is get this front cover off, and then I think I'm going to have to take the oil pump off and maybe the chain also. So I'll get all that stuff off. Probably should have left that one top dead center, but I don't think that'll matter. I'll be able to get it back eventually to line everything up. But get this front cover off, pull the oil pump, the timing chain off, and then I'll probably just pull the cam out. Now I know it's pretty much almost torn down, but if you don't look at the cam bearings are good. That's what I was told, so I'm not gonna look at them. But I'm gonna get this front timing cover off, and we'll go from there. Oh, well, guess I can still take it off. Just have to loosen those 2 bolts on the oil pan and get, what is it, about 8 bolts off. So yeah, let me do that and cut you guys back on. Son, you just missed it, man. I just pulled the cam out. Yeah.
What's up? What up? They got a hole in it, so be careful.
Got it? Yeah. Alright. I just pulled the cam. Like I said, just pulled it out when you pulled up.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Bearings good? I know you.
Hey, you're not supposed to look at them. You don't look at the bearings, man. You don't look at them. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, mine gotta get replaced.
Yeah.
I'm taking them out, so.
But yeah, it's all open up.
Man, these are so nice.
Oh, those?
These are UMIs or?
Yeah, they're UMIs.
Okay.
Not cheap, but they're UMIs.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, so I think those ones, they just came out with those ones.
Yeah, I got these in my cart, but I can't find those for that part.
These are UMIs.
All
So
right.
these are motor mounts, and then those are engine mounts.
Okay.
They, I don't know why they do it like that. They don't. I think they sell them as a kit now.
Do they
But-
come in black?
Spray paint does. I think they do.
Okay.
They might be under the F body
Okay.
because that's why all the extra bolts are there.
Okay.
So look under F body motor mounts, and then they'll say compatible with G body also.
I did find them under F body because they come
So
after
that's what those were too.
Okay. It comes as the whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
Yep.
Man. Putting it together. Huh?
You need oil pan?
Do I? Yeah, I don't know with that. Because I need the clearance too. So.
Yeah. I don't know. You think you're gonna be a little bit lower?
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm on 17, so it's just a little bit lower.
I don't want to drag though. Yeah, the alcohol actually sits pretty high for what it is.
Yeah. All right, so I think I'm gonna call it a night. Finished pulling the cam out right when Robbie pulled up, so got his reaction a little bit. But here's the cam. I believe it's all stock. I don't know. It's not no brand or anything stamped on there, so leave that right there for the night. Cover the motor up, and then in the morning, or maybe even tonight, I'll go in and order everything I need to finish putting the motor back together, like the cam retainer plate, order a new one of those. I know I need to order the lifter trays, so I'll order those, head gaskets, and head bolts. I'm gonna do the bolts instead of the studs. Once this is together, it's together. So, cam retainer plate, head gasket, head bolts. I have the gasket cover. It came with the cam kit. Should probably take this one off. Clean that up when it's time. What else? That might be it. Intake, I'm still debating on intake. I think I found one, but it's a polished one and I want it black, so I might just have to paint that if I get it cheap enough. I should be getting my oil pan back on Saturday, so get that swapped out, the window tray cut up. That's why I needed the cut-off wheel. Also, to chop this off right here for the accessory setup I want to go with. So that's another thing I'll order is a relocator for this idler arm. Order that, and then I think that might be it. Oh, and the water pump. So once I order all that, be ready to just throw everything back on here, and then the motor will be buttoned up, and I'll be good. after I paint that also. So hopefully tomorrow it's warm enough and I could take care of that and the valve covers. But that's it. Let me cover this up and cut you guys on. Either tomorrow when I toss the cam in, or probably a week from now I'll throw in the same video when everything comes in, and I'll be able to button everything up. So I might check to see if they carry cam retainer plates locally, and that'd be one thing I could check off the list. And then head gaskets and the bolts. Might be able to pick the water pump up locally also. So I'll see what I need to order and what I can pick up local, and then I'll get to it. But she's looking good. I said I wish I'd have marked it top dead center before I took it off, but it's no biggie. I think I might be able to slide that on and rotate it again. Another thing is, make sure to throw my bolts in little baggies. So these are for the windage tray and then the oil pan. And then I set all this stuff up off to the side. The oil pump, the diamond chain, and I did that for the bolts, but like I said, that plate, I'll just grab a new one. But yeah, that's it. Cover this up and I'll call it a day. Alright, coming up the next day, after I just pulled out pretty much the front time cover, the pulley, the cam retainer plate, and the cam, pulled all that out. And now I'm gonna be just tossing the cam back in. So I'm right here opened up. Like I said, just Texas Speed Stage 2 cam, nothing fancy. But I did order, I think, a new cam retainer plate. Ordered my head gaskets, head bolts, the spacers for the water pump, and the relocator for the idler pulley. I think that was it. So there might have been one other thing I ordered. That's just what I can remember off the top of my head. Oh yeah, and the valley cover. I ordered that. The gasket, I'm gonna reuse the old one. I just have to clean it up and paint it. It was a little cold today to do any painting, so just skip that part. But yeah, just gonna throw the cam in. Like I said, I'm just gonna throw it on a time lapse. If you really want to learn how to throw a cam in, I'm sure there's more videos online that show how to do it correctly, and about timing it or degreeing the cam and all that stuff. Maybe I'm just gonna throw it in, line up the dots, and send it. But yeah, let me well, I'm actually gonna clean this up a little bit first. I'll clean this up, and then I'll go ahead and lube up the cam. I have some engine assembly lube, or just some oil. I think because it's going to set a little bit longer, I'll throw the assembly lube on there rather than the oil. But yeah, let me let's get a scuff pad or something, clean this surface up a little bit, wipe everything down, and then throw the cam in. After that's in, I'll cover the engine back up, and it'll pretty much just sit until probably early next week. All the parts should come in. Ordered them from 2 different places, so who knows with shipping. This time is actually pretty good because a lot of places trying to get everything in for Christmas and everything, so shipping's really quick. But we'll see on this one. But yeah, let me start getting this together. I'll throw you guys on time lapse when the cam's ready to go in, and I'll probably call it a video. I'll just call it then, and then I'll do another one on once everything comes in, putting the engine back together. I know I said I was going to do it on this one, but I'll just wait until the next one. I was close on pulling the trigger on the intake, but I decided to hold off. Some other stuff came up, so intake's on hold, and transmission is still, it's in the works. I'm still looking. I might have a buddy convinced on selling me one of his, so we'll see how that goes. But like I said, let me put this down and get to it. Alright, so there we have it. New cam is in. Went in fairly easy. I said choose engine assembly lube instead of the just oil. Went in, like I said, fairly easy. The other thing I ordered that I forgot to mention, I did order new lifter trays, so I had those ordered too. I said everything should be in within a week, so I'm thinking early to mid next week, get everything in, start throwing it all back together. But like I said, if there's something I haven't done yet that you guys want to see me pay more attention to when I do it, just let me know in the comments, and I'll try to focus more on that when I'm doing it, try to cover it a little bit better. Also, like I said, I know the channel's growing, almost at 750 mark, so if we get close to 1,000, I'd say if we get up in the 900s, I said I had the Classic G-Body Garage calendar, 2023. My Elko's going to be in there. I believe the Elko month is November, so it's in there. If we get up to 900, between 9 and 1,000, I did order 2 of those calendars, so we'll be giving away one of them if we get in that range. If not, I'm just going to have 2 calendars. But yeah, that's it. Just waiting for parts to come in. Need to clean up a little bit. I know it's a little messy, but I'm working over here. Other than that, that's all I have.